This little tool that I have on my keychain can save you or your family's life. I've had this on my keychain now for about 4 or 5 years, and thank goodness I've never had to use it. It's a 2-in-1 escape kit in case your vehicle gets caught in a flash flood, if your vehicle gets swept away in a body of water. It could do 2 things for you. It'll help you cut your seatbelt off if your seatbelt gets stuck. Or it'll break a window, it'll shatter the window either from the inside of the vehicle or from the outside of the vehicle. It will shatter the window so you're able to get out. Now, I live in Florida. There's tons of flash floods. There's tons of lakes and bodies of water. And you'll hear stories in the news about someone being missing with their vehicle, and they won't find them a week later, a month later, sometimes even decades later. They find the person, unfortunately, deleted in their vehicle in a body of water. And the reason is because no one can find them. And a lot of people think that there's something might be nefarious about that the person wanted that to happen, or if there was some kind of crime or whatever. No, it's usually because the person can't get out of their vehicle. So how do you use it? Well, like I said, it's a 2-in-1. This pin will pop off, and it'll expose a blade on here to where you can cut through a seatbelt while you're in it. The second part of the Resqme is this little portion of the Resqme that will precisionally, when you hit a glass from the inside or the out, will pop and shatter the glass open. There's a little metal pin that will hit the glass. It'll put several pounds of PSI on the portion of the window. It's important to have in case you're trying to get outside of the vehicle, but also if you're trying to get inside of the vehicle. If you see a loved one or a person that's incapacitated, or God forbid that there's a baby in a baby carriage and you're trying to get in and the doors are locked, you could use this to get inside the vehicle and then undo the door. It only takes 12 inches of water for your vehicle to be picked up and swept away. And a lot of people don't realize how easy it is to get swept away with just 12 inches of water on the ground. Now, a lot of critics will say, well, why don't you just roll down the window? Why don't you just open up the door and you can escape through that? So what you don't realize is when the water gets up to a certain level on your door, there's too much pounds of pressure coming onto the door and you're not able to open it. You're not strong enough to open it because just a little bit of water over the door makes it to where you can't get out. That's number one. Number two, you're not able to roll down the window because the water has gone up into the vehicle enough to where it is short circuit your electric. So you're not able to roll up and down the window. So like I said, the Resqme is lightweight. I don't even notice it on my keychain. You can get it for about $8 or $10 on eBay or on Amazon or somewhere online. I would highly recommend that you get the Resqme brand. They should have a patent on this, but I do see other knockoffs from China, and I would discourage you not to get that even if you could save a couple of bucks, because something this important, you don't want it to fall apart in your hand or to break or not work. So make sure you get the Resqme. I will put a link in the description. Has there been any drawbacks to owning this? I've gone through a couple of security points, like at hospitals, where they want you to put your things in the bin before you go through the checkpoint, and I have been stopped because this is a blade. Ironically, though, I've gone to airports and flown with this, and no one's said anything to me about it. Maybe be sure, just put this on your check-in luggage. But if you drive, if you don't drive, I think you're crazy not to have one of these because it's so cheap, and it can do so much, and it can save your life or someone else's life. So I hope you like this video, and make sure you subscribe.